Welcome to the Hardwood Arena here on the campus of KEAN University as we continue with our coverage of the 2019 METROCLASSIC basketball tournament taking place here at KEAN in beautiful Union, New Jersey. Alongside is my good friend Dean Perry. Don Boyle here, host of others helping out in the backdrop as we have a pretty good matchup here between Gill St. Bernard, the Knights taking on Long Island Lutheran, as the Crusaders highly touted nationally. And of course, you talk about Gill St. Bernard, a team that is always around the top of the rankings here in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, they're the number 2 team in New Jersey. They defeated the Randy's school about a week ago and lost to Roosevelt Catholic. So, they're right in that mix where they're going to get to the state championship.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for these two teams. We'll start with Gill St. Bernard, the Knights. And, Dino, you got the starting lineup.
Yes. You got number 0, Will Susi. He's a guard. Then you got number 2, the guard, Denver Anglin. And the point guard, who's going to be going to Rutgers, averaging a triple-double this year, by the way, number 4, Paul Mulcahy. The forwards are number 54, Zach Martini. And the other forward, number 33, is Connor Murphy. And the head coach for Gill St. Bernard's is Mergen Sina.
Okay, the starting lineup for Long Island Lutheran, the Crusaders, will look like this.
Okay, number 2 is Jaron Reed, and he is a guard. And number 4, guard Tyler Stevenson Moore is number 4. Number 11, Andre Corbello, he's a guard as well. And the 2 forwards are number 23, Euro Sidibe, and the other forward, number 44, Isam Mustafa.
All right, great job on those starting lineups. Just about set to get going here. Both teams have been playing some pretty good basketball throughout the season, obviously, as Long Island Lutheran coming in at 18-2 and Gill St. Bernard coming in at 18-3.
I forgot to mention head coach is John Buck.
Glad you got that in there.
There you go.
He was going to fine you if you
That's
didn't.
right. And the officials tonight, Casey Thomas, Gary Patterson, and DeJuan Jones.
Jumping at center for the Crusaders in the red uniforms will be Mustafa, and we're underway. And it is a quick drive to the bucket and a miss inside by Long Island Lutheran. Boy, they were quick on the attack. They just couldn't get at the drop as Reed had the chance. He's a good player to watch here. Gill St. Bernard in the white uniforms and St. Lutheran in the red. That shot lips off the rim and a long try by Stevenson Moore and back down the floor for the first time come the Knights. Wearing those numbers that are the exact same color of their jerseys. They just have a little outline of that blue color, which makes it very interesting. Sharp-looking uniforms up close. Mulcahy, a good ball player, will get the pass off the left, controls, averaging a triple-double. How's that?
Yes, that's like Oscar Robertson.
Anglin is going to pull it back out. No shot clock being utilized. Corbello trying to guard him there. Connor Murphy, a good role player in the starting lineup for the Knights. Good pass off right. Taken there by Anglin. Jumps inside the three-point line. Nope, he stayed outside, and he hit it for 3. So Anglin hits. Looked like he was going to drive just inside that arc there and pulled it back enough. Connected on the 3. Pretty shot. Corbello to control it now.
Yeah, good ball movement on that possession.
Yeah, they very effective. Reed from the foul line, straight on the miss.
Yeah, one thing the Long Island Lutheran is their size, very tall.
Mustafa just had the ball ripped right out of his hands. What a steal that was by Murphy. And in return, he'll give it right back to Corbello and company. Corbello down the floor. Corbello into the right corner. It's lofted by Reed, no good. Put back inside, and it's around the rim, and looks like Corbello perhaps credited with the bucket inside. Good job there by Andre. Averaging about 16 points a game, makes it a 3-2 score here. 6:06 remaining in the opening quarter of play. Nice crowd on hand here at KEAN University. There's been a lot of basketball played here over the last couple of days now.
Yeah, man-to-man defense right now for the Crusaders.
Okay, he worked it inside. Good power move by Murphy. Couldn't finish, however.
Yeah, he had the angle.
Mustafa able to chase it down. Now it's up ahead. It comes to Corbello. Corbello off the partial screen, skips a pass over to Stevenson Moore. This offense will run through Corbello, it looks like, here today, Dino.
Yep, as mentioned, he's averaging 16.4 a game. and he'll handle most of the ball handling duties.
Cabello straight on, miss. Ball goes out of bounds. Andre a little disappointed with that shot selection, perhaps.
Yeah, it also went way left on that.
Long Island Lutheran making the first substitution is Celestine coming in, Jalen.
Like a foul in the backcourt.
Low scoring opening quarter. We've only had a total of 5 points between the two teams. Got a great one upcoming to end the night. Mount Verdi taking on very good Roselle Catholic team.
Boy, they were really impressive last night.
Mount Verdi.
Oh,
yes.
boy.
They just tore apart Ranny. This is Mulcahy trying to get involved here. Looking to work off the screen. They kick it back out. Spinning inside was Murphy. Got detained there.
Good recovery defense.
That might have actually been Martini, 34. This is Martini with the basketball. Back out it goes. Reset out top of the key. Mulcahy to control it. Where's number 4? Listed as a point guard. Terrific size. Heading to Rutgers. Bounce pass. Beauty. Inside. That's why he has a triple-double. Plays like that. And Zach Martini with the finish. He averages 16 a game.
The classic pick and roll there. Little pick, roll right to the basket.
Makes the score 5-2. Left corner, Stevenson Moore launches for 3. He's on the score sheet, and that ties it at 5. Beautiful shot there by Tyler Stevenson Moore. Looks like that could be his spot. Had the quick release. Back the other way comes Susi, trying to go coast to coast. Leans in off the window. That's a pretty touch. He took some contact trying to draw a foul. There was none. And back the other way in transition. Long pass off of Stevenson Moore and out of bounds.
And action right there. Yeah, Susi did a good job getting a layup lane there. Had the angle.
7-5 your score. Mulcahy in the backcourt, guarded by Stevenson Moore. Tyler gives him just a little space. Mulcahy taking his time. Bounce pass along. You could just tell Mulcahy is very smooth and athletic. Mulcahy to control. Launches the 3. Around the rim, it won't go. Ball squirted out of the hands of one of the Crusaders, and it was collected there by Stevenson Moore. In return, it's turned right back over, stolen away by Murphy. They're on the run. Mulcahy on the dish and drawing the foul with a nice little play. It was Anglin. Anglin had the game's first bucket. He'll go to the line and he'll shoot a pair. It's the first foul on Tyler Stevenson Moore. I like that name, Denver Anglin.
Yes. There's a nice ring to it.
He's only a freshman.
Freshman on this team, not too bad, not too shabby.
6 feet tall. Couple of changes for Long Island Lutheran. Traora coming into the lineup. Also checking is Zed Key. Actually, he plays for Gill St. Bernard. I heard that. Thought I heard that name, but who knows? Ball control. Celestine put it out top.
Well, Anglin almost had it.
And a nice drive, and Cabello draws some oohs and ahs from the crowd with that drive. And 2, and it's 9-7.
A little scoop action on that one.
Susi. I've seen a little pressure here from the Crusaders. Okay, he into the lane. Fakes a pass, missed a layup. On the rebound, we'll get a foul call. Great positioning by Martini. No, they're going to call it on Martini. I thought he had the advantage there. But he may have flashed out that elbow with a second thought and a second look. No, we're going to just see this beautiful drive and scoop for 2 just a moment ago by Cabello. Both teams starting to make some substitutions, going deeper on their bench. Playing a couple of games here over a couple of days. You need a deep bench.
Yes.
3 from the corner. That's good. Celestine hits. Beautiful shot. They've hit a couple now from outside, and the result, the Crusaders have a lead by 1 at 10-9 with 2:25 remaining here in the opening quarter.
So Corbella picks up his second foul on that play.
Let's see if they bring someone up off the bench now, as he has 2.
Yeah, especially in the first quarter.
Absolutely. Let's see if they go right at Corbella now.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
Anglin the control. Mulcahy.
Nice move.
Nice move. Strong step and drive to the hoop for 2. And Paul Mulcahy looking very comfortable there. Worked some magic from the elbow in. And gives his squad the 1-point lead. Knights on top. A little bit of a stumble. Celestine shows some touch. Just threw it up there. Rolled it off the fingers.
Both teams shooting pretty well right now.
Absolutely. Seeing some highlight reel stuff. Anglin near side. Mulcahy. Pass to the block. Thrown up with the right hand by Martini. Couldn't get it to drop. Rebound comes all the way out to the Key. Taken there by Key. Zed Key kicks a pass right corner. 3 good by Stevenson Moore. That's impressive with that quick release. Off that jump shot for 3. And it's now 15-11 after a slow offensive start. Both teams are starting to heat things up here.
Yeah, there's a pass down. One thing Long Island Lutheran's doing right now is beating St. Bernard's down the court in transition.
All right, how about that nice and simple question to get us warmed up on Facebook here tonight. Let us know what you think about who's going to win this game. Right now, anybody's guess, I would think, 15-11.
Yeah, it's going to come down to whether Gill St. Bernard's can use their guard play and expose Long Island Lutheran, and whether Long Island Lutheran can hit the boards with their size.
Timeout continues down on the floor here in the opening quarter. Both teams have gone back and forth now with the lead. Long Island Lutheran, on the strength of a 3-pointer by Tyler Stevenson Moore, has opened up their largest lead of the game at 4 points now, Dean, at 15-11.
Yeah, I think Coach Cena is talking about to his Knights is you got to get back on defense in transition. And the last 3-pointer was the case right there. Stevenson Moore was right there to just drill the 3 right down the court, and nobody picked them up.
Some shouts of defense for Long Island Lutheran. Gill St. Bernard out of the timeout. Right corner, Mulcahy a little short. Ball tipped around, and we'll get a foul call.
Yep, on the rebound. That's a good call.
Birchdom is in the lineup now. He'll go in for the first time for Long Island Lutheran. I don't think Martini actually meant to hit him there.
No, he didn't. It's just that his arm wound up in the wrong spot.
Right in his face.
Yes.
So Bergstrom in for his first few minutes of play here for the team in red. That's the Crusaders. Sharp-looking uniforms. I like that color red. Celestine, who's hit a 3 already. They work it right to the line. Key down low, dumped it inside. Mustafa trying to make a strong move. We're going to get a foul call on Connor Murphy. He thought he got all ball. Did not agree with the official's call there.
Yeah, it looked like Mulcahy definitely got the block. Now let's see who they give the foul to officially.
I think it's going to be on Murphy. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I thought it was a clean block by Mulcahy there. So it was Murphy right in front of him.
So Mustafa at the line. Some takes his time. A little short. Great size at 6'9" is the senior. 6'9", and he's bulky too.
Yeah, he's got some size to him width-wise.
He missed the first, second foul shot up, and he got it through. Makes a score, 16-11, largest advantage now for the Crusaders, and here comes Mulcahy and company. Okay, in the backcourt again, they double team him, they pressure him. Martini controlled it, played it out under a minute remaining in the quarter. The 3, no good by Anglin. Rebound underneath taken by Susi. And a bucket put up and in beautifully by Susi. He looked like he was trapped along the baseline there.
Yeah, he used the rim as a defender today. He just went around it and just laid it in.
Makes it a 3-point game. It's 16-13. 3 by Celestine, no good. Rebound on the weak side. Quickly kicked up floor by Murphy to Mulcahy. Back into the corner. Anglin steps inside. Mid-range jump shot. He hit it. That's a beauty.
And he's got 7 right now. He's shooting the ball well.
He really is shooting it confidently. That was a good, strong move off the dribble. Hit the jump shot. 16-15 you score. Bergstrom the control. Anglin nearly trapped him along that sideline. Anglin kept it alive. Celestine traveled with it.
Well, last possession coming up for the Knights. We'll see if they can make the most of it here.
Long Island Lutheran ranked, what, 18th nationally?
Yes, and one in New York.
Bounce pass, little fade, jump shot, nothing but net. That was just a beautiful shot by Connor Murphy. I really like that from the big fella. Hustling down the floor, and he connects just before the horn to make it 17-16. That might have been the shot of the quarter right there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that gives you a lot of confidence, able to get down from the baseline and about a 5-footer and puts it in.
Yeah, he put that up and over Mustafa. We mentioned that he is 6'9", so he had to use a little fade to get it all done. So we're through one quarter of play. Nice to have you with us on the NFHS Network. Just want to mention, we have a fine sponsor who really does a lot behind the scenes for this Metro Classic, and that is Salerno Dwayne Automotive. As you can see, value driven, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and they are a big part of what this tournament is all about and the community at large. We thank them very much for being part of all the festivities here at KEAN University. Had to ad-lib that. I couldn't find the paperwork to read
You
it.
did a good job.
I
You
just
sold me on
faked
that.
it.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Did I sell you on that?
Yeah, you did.
Want to buy cars?
That's right. Yes.
All right. 17-16 through one. Been very entertaining thus far. Both teams showing the ability to play some nice defense and offensively also executing. Team in the white, that is Gill St. Bernard. The Knights, if you're just tuning in, they're out of this beautiful state of New Jersey. And from Long Island, in the beautiful state of New York, is Long Island Lutheran. And there's a turnover. You're talking about execution and effectiveness and efficiency. And lo and behold, you get there a turnover. Celestine out top. 4-3, straight on. Missed it. Rebound. Batted around. Coming in with the strong hands. Nice job by Zach Martini.
Yeah, got a good box out there.
Okay, he trying to shift hands. Ball was deflected away, able to regroup. Drive into a lot of company, and that's just a beautiful bucket there by Will Susi. Now you know why he averages 15 a contest. 3-point lead for Gill. The big fella wants to dribble with it. Mustafa, the key, he missed. That's a lot of size with Key and Mustafa in the lineup right now for Long Island Lutheran.
Yeah, they got a couple of 6'8" and 6'7", so they're pretty tall.
Here in the second quarter. Inside activity, and Martini might have had that partially blocked as he tried to take that feed from Murphy. Two big fellas collaborating there.
Oh, good steal there by him. Good recovery. Martini
actually knocked in the key and knocked him down. There was no call there from the foul line straight on, and that's going to roll through Connor Murphy. Murphy starting to really contribute now at the offensive end of things. 5-point lead for Gill St. Bernard, their largest of the game, Dean.
Yeah, they're getting the ball to the basket.
Stevenson Moore, Mustafa, off right, Celestine. Crusaders trying to find some rhythm offensively. Celestine from the corner off the front of the rim. Rebound tipped around off some hands, and it will remain in the possession of Long Island. I'm going to say that went off Mulcahy.
Yeah, right. Crusaders hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, so you can't always rely on it. I know we saw Mount Verde hit 14 of them last night. You're not going to do that a lot. So you got to move the ball, get the highest percentage shot if the 3-point shot's not there.
Out top, straight on, a little short. Rebound, picked up off the floor and put through by Sadibe, and a nice job there after the miss.
Yeah, the ball was all alone in the corner. He's able to pick it up.
Back the other way, Susi is walloped to the floor, and you had two red-clad uniformed young men also being knocked to the floor. Mustafa and Sadibe knocked to the floor.
Yeah, right now, Gill St. Bernard is not afraid to go to the basket with the ball.
Will Susi at the line. Susi with 6 points already. Leading the way for Gill is Anglin. He's got 7. Good balance scoring. That could really give the Crusaders some difficulty.
Yes, because you don't know which player's going to take the shot.
Of course, this Gill St. Bernard team, no stranger to success. Under head coach Morgan Sina in his 18th year. He once scored 69 points in a game in Europe Pro League in Portugal. It's still a record. 69 points in a game, did the coach.
It's a lot of points.
Also coached girls basketball at Gill St. Bernard for about 5 years. So been a head coach here in the state for some 23 years. Pass beauty underneath. Martini just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, he didn't put it up right away.
Susi did a nice find, though, to get him. And on the drive, that's through. Nice play by Corbello. Corbello got ahead of the pack. He's in a bit of foul trouble with 2, and this team's offense will perk up a little bit with Corbello back in the lineup on the floor right now.
Yeah, it's critical he doesn't pick up a third here in the second quarter.
Okay, he pass out. Murphy, okay, he to control it, trying to work. Leans in with the right hand.
Ooh, he almost got that.
Absolutely. Pretty good defense by Sabiti there to slow him down. And there you go. There's Corbello. We mentioned what he can bring to the offense. That's 2 good examples. 2 trips down the floor, 2 easy layups.
Yeah, in transition on that one.
Shouts of defense now. 4.5 remaining till halftime. Got a great halftime feature coming your way. Susi. Murphy lost the handle to it. Cabela's dribbles behind the back. They got numbers 3-on-1. Lays it up. Oh, the jam attempt by Sidibe. He just couldn't get it down.
Yeah, on his fingertips. He couldn't corral it.
Oh, that would have been fun and brought the house to its feet. We get a foul underneath. That's going to be on the floor for a push. That was Susi on the drive. Susi is fearless, isn't he?
Yes, I noticed that. He attacks the basket. He's going to get rewarded here with 2 shots.
There's a lot of red jerseys around there. Yeah, they're going to call the foul on Celestine.
Oh, I thought not a shooting foul.
No, on the floor before
right,
the shot.
Okay.
I think everybody's a little bit confused for a minute there, Dean.
Yeah, I was definitely.
A lot of hesitation before they announced who the foul was on and the like. Okay, he off the screen. Murphy thought 3.
Yeah, he hesitated on that one. I think he had an open look there and he didn't take it.
Okay, they're keeping him in check here in the early going. Hasn't really heated up offensively. Maybe they try to isolate now. To the top, Anglin. Susi. Mulcahy. Off the hands of Martini. Steal will go to Sidibe rather. And up ahead it comes. Corbello into the corner. It's launched for 3. No good by Sidibe. And into the hands of Martini, and up ahead on the fast break comes Gill. Susi out of control, lost it out of bounds.
I was going to say Martini did a great job on that box out to get the ball going the other way, but the turnover for the Knights gives it back to the Crusaders.
3.5 remaining in the opening half here. 23-22, the team in white leading by 1 slim point. The Knights and the Crusaders here at the Metro Classic. Inside, beautiful KEAN University. So impressed with the campus layout here in Union, New Jersey. And this hardwood floor is beautiful. And there's a wonderful drive. I'll tell you what, Corbello has just taken things over here. 24-23. I may call them Cabela's. Isn't there a Cabela's hunting store?
Hunting, yeah, like that is correct, yeah, yes.
And I'm not even a hunter. How would I know that?
That's right. I'm not either. But I have seen commercials.
Okay, he just missed from the outside. Corbello again, 4-3. Got it. Boy, he is on fire. Maybe he just likes to play in a little bit of foul trouble. He's got 2 fouls and, 13 points now. He is just lighting up the scoreboard over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and the big thing is, the offense runs when he's in there, so you notice the difference when he's not in there.
Susi. Okay, he now trying to split the lane. Hesitation dribble, got it off left. Susi into the lane, runs into a stone wall, and that is blocked away. Mustafa.
Wow.
And they're going to get an illegal dribble on the carry. That's the only way you're going to slow down Corbello, the way he's playing here in the opening half.
Yeah, he has 9 points here in the second quarter out of the 11. So, yeah, when he's in there, As I said, they're moving the ball, and he's putting the ball in the basket, and it's been the key factor here in the second quarter.
Entertaining first half at 27-23. Long Island Lutheran with the lead. This is Gill St. Bernard with the basketball. Mulcahy, the tall point guard, into the forecourt. Comes off this right. Anglin never comes off the court. Pass stolen away. Great defense by Sidibe. He just recognized that pass going parallel with the baseline.
Yeah, Murphy was the intended target.
Celestine put it underneath. Really good work there by Bergstrom to pull that ball out. He did not panic when he was a bit trapped near the baseline under the basket there and had a free run on out. Stevenson Moore, pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound, battle for it. Martini will come up with it, and he's fouled. Mustafa's going to pick up the foul.
So one more, they'll be in the bonus.
I believe that is the second foul on Mustafa. Indeed it is.
That's his second.
I don't think the coaching staff minds the big fella contesting for offensive rebounds.
I guess they don't mind aggressive fouls.
John Buck in his 9th year, the head coach of Long Island Lutheran. Certainly has done a terrific job. Program has a storied history. Okay, he picks up his dribble, bounce pass underneath. Murphy on to Martini. He got double teamed, so he pulled it back out. Mulcahy trying to wiggle free. Mustafa stays right in his shirt. Bounce pass, got it inside, and we got a foul call on the floor. Nice feed in the Murphy there, and he'll shoot in the bonus.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1-and-1. But so far, Knight's 4 for 4 from the foul line. Hopefully they don't jinx him there. The old announcer's jinx.
You did. You just jinxed him.
We'll find out.
That's 3 fouls now on Mustafa as he picks up the foul, so that means he'll come out of the ball game. We'll see some substitutions. Stevenson Moore is checked out of the lineup also for the Crusaders. Murphy at the line for his foul shot. Good. No jinx tonight.
No jinx there on that. But he still has another. But the key, obviously, for the 1-on-1 is to get that first one so you get the second one.
Murphy's foul shot. No. Cabello with a hot hand tonight. Already in double digits scoring wise. He might just be too quick. He might be the quickest on the floor.
Sure plays that way. We'll see how the Knights make that halftime adjustment on him.
They're going to just slow it down. Wait for that final shot.
Yeah, great second quarter for them. So now Anglin gets in his grill a little bit.
Cabello's going to pull it back out. Cabello into the key, kicked it out. Good open jump shot, buried by Sidibe. And that will end the first half. Well, Cabello did a nice job finding the open Sidibe, and at the half, 30-24 your score, Dean. So very entertaining first half of basketball.
Yeah, that last possession, he pretty much drew the whole defense in and was able to get it out to Sidibe, and he put in the 3. So that was great offense to finish up the first half.
All right, so what we're going to do, we got a lot coming your way here at the halftime. Be a 10-minute half. Of course, you're watching the NFHS Network on Facebook Live, and nice to have you with us. Now let's take an inside peek of what high school basketball is all about.
Bro, I'll be walking around in my socks. That's why.
Mahalo, Shaka.
Whenever you travel, it's like more bonding. Traveling is probably the best part besides playing the games.
It's like a team vacation with like your 12 best friends, basically. Hey, y'all, we going snorkeling, man. Whole squad going snorkeling. It's a vibe. I'm about to go chill on the beach. We all have flip-flops. Most of us have flip-flops, right? Elle says, nah, I'm not gonna wear flip-flops. I'm gonna wear shoes to the beach. Gets to the beach, takes the shoes off, keeps the socks on. Walks around with the sand and the socks.
Elle, bro, take off your socks.
Elle, you got it. Bro, I'll be walking around in my socks. That's why. That just explains it all. Like, his name is just a letter. Like, he's obviously gonna be on a different vibe. Oh, wow. I got nice feet. Y'all crazy. Oh, come on, have socks on, bro. You rock. Oh, geez. Oh, my God. I'm gonna get in. I just have to see the bottom. I've been to Bahamas before, and the water is like clear. Like, you can see the bottom. But there, you couldn't see the bottom really from the boats. I mean, I can swim obviously, but I just don't play with that. Like, a shark or something can come, so nah, I'm good. That's what the sharks is.
There's a lot more stuff for them to eat. They wouldn't want to eat us. Those kinds of fish, if you stay right on top of the reef, that's your best chance of seeing octopus. And if you have questions about what you're looking at, just to explain what's going on.
But everything in the water can see you if you win.
I can't control sharks and octopuses, but I can control my swimming.
That's got his vest blown. Oh, he knows.
I'm not playing any games. Exactly. I'm the Black Michael Phelps. Man, put that vest on. It's finna get easy. It's finna get easy, guys. It's finna get easy. Easty just like kind of just means like it's about to get wild or OD, like it's finna get crazy, that kind of thing. I saw a turtle. I saw like five or 10 turtles. I saw a shark.
I was like 2 feet away from an eel. Kind of creeped me out.
Oh, it's a good day.
Aloha.
You guys are ready for this.
Mahalo. Shaka. I know my wife should have called.
Going to our Spanish final. Hola, mi nombre es El. Yeah,
Are you ready?
This my, you know, my,
Dylan, come sit right here. Final time, baby.
Let's get this thing done. It's cool in the first 4 days. Then you just get sick of everybody. But it's kind of fun though. We got closer. I think we got a little too close. We needed a break. You're off the phone. You're off the phone. Let him live, bro. Let him live.
The whole basketball team right here.
Look, you got your dash on, Scotty.
Wow.
Tell him you can get him those for free, bro.
You tell him, man.
Guess what? He's trying on your dad's shoe. Tell him you can get them for free, bro.
Say, Dad, give me these and go.
That day we was just like, after a game, we walking around in the mall, and I just find a shoes looks really big and bought them.
What size is it?
How much do you think? 18.
Bro, they got them all black. All black 13, boy.
With the gold tab?
I ain't never seen them there, bro.
Get off. Get off. Hey.
I'm gonna get this shit.
Yeah, Doogie. Yeah, boy. That's why I 6 minutes on the boy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, having these opportunities to play these high-level games is what we went to Hawaii for, and Mount Bird is someone that we definitely wanted to play.
I mean, that game, we already knew it was going to be tough. We went in the game, like, knowing, like, every possession matters.
During warm-up, shoot around, like the practice before, like, we were all really ready. Like, everybody was firing on all cylinders.
Everybody has to rebound now. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
We keep them off the glass, we win the game. Continue to work, all right? First 4 minutes of the second half, grind this shit right now, and let's get up by 10.
Finish on 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
I think losing actually helped us, because we were getting complacent. I know a couple games before then we beat teams just purely off talent. It wasn't sustainable because we weren't doing the things we needed to do.
I felt like we played good and everything. We executed our plays pretty well. Defensively, I thought we could have done a little bit better.
The effort that you gave, amazing. The 4 days that you guys played here, amazing. The opportunity in Hawaii for me with you guys, amazing. But we have a couple days off, and we go back to war again in Portland. And it's an opportunity for you as an individual to show who you are, and for us as a team to show who we are and what we're going to be.
We need to move. It's getting easy over there, man.
We're back at LA. We're home for a day. We leave Christmas Day to go to Oregon. We gotta go take care of business out there too. So.
All right, back here at the Hardwood Arena on the campus of KEAN University. Outstanding first half of basketball between Gill, St. Bernard, and Long Island Lutheran. Long Island Lutheran leading by 6 points. And, you take a look at it, Dino. They were led by Andre Cabello, who just had himself a heck of a first half with 13 points.
Yeah, 9 in the second quarter. That was the difference for the Crusaders. They were able to get their offense going, got 14 points there, and he had 9 of them.
Andrew Green, hello. He's watching from the South Pacific in New Zealand. I'd love to go to New Zealand and Australia.
Australia, definitely Australia.
My wife doesn't want to make the plane trip.
Yeah, it's a long hike.
I'm trying to talk her into that. Just tuning in here. Long Island Lutheran. They had the lead and the basketball. They're in the red uniform. Gill St. Bernard in the home whites here tonight. Been a very entertaining affair. Stevenson Moore, he can shoot it from the outside. This guy, Cabello, can handle it all over the floor. Drives, floats it with the right hand, and that's 2 on cue. And he now has 15.
Yeah,
no answers for that guy.
That was a good first step to the basket, and that's why he got the deuce.
Okay, a product of Gill St. Bernard, future product of Rutgers. They've held him pretty much in check here in the first half. Remember, he averages a triple-double per game, which is amazing. Dished it off down below, and up and down he went. They're going to turn it over, and that's some frustration in the eyes of Connor Murphy. Got tied up there, and, well, they're going to have the possession arrow in their favor, but he was still frustrated that he just couldn't really fight free.
Yeah, one thing Martini and Murphy aren't doing is finishing at the basket.
What do you mean?
That was right on cue.
Zach Martini, strong move. He heard you.
Yes, he did.
And he said, I'm not going to listen to him anymore.
He took it personally.
Bertram to control it, out top of the key. Pass on. Cabello spinning, moves inside. Got the bounce? No, off the rim. The move was still dazzling. Underneath, Mustafa with the offensive rebound and 2. Well, we mentioned 6'9", and he's wide, and he used all of that for that bucket.
Yeah, he was able to get the weak side rebound and just put it in.
Got my black coffee here, and I'm comfortable and excited. No cover. Must have sent a rookie to get that coffee for me. Not like the old Johnny Most who caught himself on fire in a press box. I'll just spill coffee. Back in the old days when you could smoke those cigarettes at the Boston Garden and all over the country. Beautiful shot, Mulcahy. He scores, getting involved offensively.
Yeah, they need him to get going here in the second half.
Yeah, he's got to match Cabello and his output. The average is close to 19 points a contest. Well away from that right now. It's been his teammate Will Susi leading the way offensively with 8. And got some help from Anglin with 7. Okay, he trying to make it a 3-point play. He does. And it's a 5-point differential now. The team in red, Long Island Lutheran with the lead, 34-29. Nice to have you with us. Another game to come here tonight. We feature some great basketball from the grand state of New York, part of our NFHS network. Game of the week on, I believe, Tuesday of this week. Joe Girard, who's heading to Syracuse out of Glens Falls, will be featured. Good ball player. We're going to get a foul on the floor here.
And I think Martini is getting hung up underneath there in the paint.
Crusaders put it in play. Left all alone. Nearly walked with it, did Sidibe, but he got away with a little bit of a shuffle there. I think he was surprised he was so wide open. He never did much with it, did he?
No.
He had a chance to shoot it, maybe drive. Got himself caught in a bit of a pickle. Works from inside. Big fella Key gets wrapped up by Martini, and he picks up another quick foul.
Yeah, bodied him up a little bit too much there.
Well, Zeb Key, certainly an up-and-coming player. Only a junior for Long Island Lutheran as we get a timeout on the floor. 5:30 remaining in the third. Kind of interesting when you look at the Crusaders and you go, who do they play? Where do they keep their consistency? They've been a 7-time New York State Federation Cup champion. They play an independent schedule. That means they go everywhere to play.
That's right.
They're like the Notre Dame of high school basketball, right?
So they can go all these showcase tournaments, not have to worry about making up conference games and all that stuff. So there is an advantage to it.
And you got some folks in attendance here that you might recognize there, Dean. You're going to go down and get their autographs.
Oh, that Roy Williams guy? I think I know who that guy is.
And former Nick is down there alongside him.
Hubert Davis.
Yes, indeed. One of your favorites. 2, autographs coming your way later on. You looking forward to that?
That's right. I didn't realize. I figured Carolina had a game tonight or something, but I guess they don't.
They're looking for players so they can have a real good game.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, this is a great place to be this weekend if you're looking to recruit some talent for the next level.
Yes.
There are some outstanding players. We'll see a whole slew of them in our back end game.
Yeah, we're talking about, KEAN back in 2003 just upgraded all their sports facilities here, and it's pretty much paid off, especially with their teams as well in conference and NCAAs.
This is a Division III school.
Yes.
And it's really more Division I type facilities that they have here.
Yes, because I went to William Patterson. They're in the same conference as us. And, I came here, the football field was like a high school field when I went to school there, but now it's like, pretty much 1 AA facilities, or FCS now.
Floor got a little wet on the far side over there, so they mopped it up there a little bit, and I think they just want to make sure everything is dry. And the officials having a quick discussion. 5:30 remaining here in the third. With every tick of the clock, our back-end game, our feature matchup, Montverde and Roselle Catholic will be delayed even more. We're scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. It's going to be well after the 8 o'clock hour before that gets going. We'll have it for you. We're not going anywhere. I'm looking forward to that one.
The Eagles were very impressive last night. My God. I mean, they did everything right. 14 three-pointers. You're not going to lose too many games when you do that.
Absolutely. I guess they're just about ready to get going. Maybe not. Both teams going back to their respective benches.
So the officials are still discussing this.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what they could be talking about now. I did see someone with a towel down on the floor, and they were wiping up something. And all 3 officials just huddling around. Of course, you can follow your school right here on the NFHS Network. Become a member for free, and then you can just follow the team everywhere. Once you subscribe into the NFHS Network, as you know, you can watch any game from around the country. If you love Texas football, you're in. You like Florida track, you're in. You like water polo? We have that too. So
I assume that's mostly out in California.
Yes, not Minnesota. Not outside at least. Well, you could play indoors.
Yes.
Not in Minnesota.
I don't think I like to be in Minnesota this time of year.
I don't like being in New Jersey this time of year. It's cold outside right now.
Yes. Although we did have a few good days earlier in the week.
Yes. Gave us that little hope for spring.
Yes, that's what it was.
A little hope for spring. Okay, they got everything cleaned up, and we're back. And a quick entry pass will lead to 2 for Key. So Zeb Key able to score. That's his first points of the game. Back to a 7-point lead. Anglin got off to an explosive start offensively. He's been quieted somewhat by that Lutheran defense over the last quarter and a half. Pass out right. Those white numerals sometimes tough to read. Takes a second to recognize them, but I'll tell you what, beautiful job by Will Susi off that wing to score.
Yeah, he's done a great job attacking the basket.
Sabello's long jump skip pass. Stevenson Moore got batted around, but moved it to Sabellos. He missed. Looking for the rebound. Is tipped out of bounds, and it belongs now to the Knights. They can go on a bit of a 4-point run, trying to take a big nibble out of that 5-point lead.
A little press here now.
Long Island Lutheran just seems to be maintaining, just staying at that consistent pace to keep this 5-point, 6-point game every time Gill St. Bernard makes a run at him.
Semi-comfortable.
Yeah, that's maybe the word I'm looking for. Okay, he trying to make it difficult. Drives inside, got blocked out, and, well, they allowed play to continue. I think everybody was expecting a whistle there, and he scored.
I was expecting him to pass it, and then the whistle for Child, but I guess not. He just got through there and laid it in.
Sabellos off the screen. Into the paint with the right hand. Floats it beautifully for 2 more.
He's got 17, and he answers.
Cabello playing with a couple of fouls, picked those up early in the first quarter. Actually sat for a lot of that opening quarter. Came on in the second.
Yeah, that's when they made their big run towards the half.
So they lead it by 5 again at 38-33. Some shouts of defense as the Knights try to move some offense. Mulcahy off the right, trying to get him more involved now. Mulcahy double teamed.
Got to be an open man.
Stays on him along with Stevenson. Boy, got it inside. Beautiful play. And they have 2 more.
Yeah, he spun away from the double team towards the basket and just laid it in.
Absolutely. Look at that. Mulcahy. We'll take a look at that, I think, as a replay. Again, an answer by Curbelo.
So right now it's Mulcahy and Curbelo going at it in terms of team scoring here.
Mulcahy again down the floor. Off the screen. Trying to take things over. Slides inside again. He's got his great ability to find the open man. The miss by Murphy, couldn't get it to drop off the bounce pass.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, not finishing at the basket. That was an example.
Sidibe missed, got his own rebound into the corner. Sabella goes high, tried to jam it out of the corner and clanked it off the side of the rim. Wow, he's exciting. Back the other way. Mulcahy on the drive, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul.
Yeah, he's looking back at one of the officials.
Action starting to heat up here. Final 2:20. Key back out. Sabello to control it right in front of that Crusader bench and head coach Johnny Buck, who's in his 9th year. Cabello on the drive, leans in, draws the foul. He has been more than exciting here today. Smooth as silk.
Yeah, the offense is going through him, and it's paying off for the Crusaders. So Anglin,
take a look at that again, the dunk try. Sabello. I mean, just the hops that he showed there coming out of the corner was
good elevation on that.
Absolutely. He's listed at only 6 feet tall. Not only, that's a lot taller than I am.
I was going to say, that's a tad bigger than me, too.
But he's not a 6'9" guy or anything like that. Good look at Feliciano coming out of the lineup. Sabello missed. Ball kept alive, yeah. Key got it over to Celestine. Now the drive, and boy, that's going to be a travel call. Looks like he got tripped up there.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to call it.
Sidibe, he looks like he's got some great length to him, too. Good look at number 23 down below for Long Island Lutheran.
Yeah, 6'8".
Final couple of minutes here of this third quarter. Still anybody's game. Bounce pass inside. Murphy. Okay, he looked like he wanted to step back for the 3. Comes off the screen. I'll tell you, Murphy very, very active also. Pass into the corner. And the 3. Good. Anglin in the corner. Hits a beautiful 3. The fast break down the floor on the pass and off the hands of Key, and they turn it over, and it's a 3-point game now.
Yeah, Anglin was disappeared in that second quarter. He got a 3, and he's in double digits now. He got it right from the corner.
Beautiful shot. Confidently done. 3-point differential now. 1:21 remaining in the third. Murphy. Martini, and he got held up there. And the foul is going to be called on Euro Sidibe, and Sidibe takes a look around. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Entertaining game continues. You got 20 in the book already for Curbelo. Starting to heat it up is Mulcahy on the flip side for Gill St. Bernard. So 2 of the top scorers for each team starting to take control of things here in the second half.
Yeah, Mulcahy has 7. I said he's got to get going here, and he's taking charge of this Knights team and cut it to 3. So looks like we're going to be in for a pretty good ending here, and Curbelo's just been amazing so far. I mean, he's attacking the basket nicely. He hasn't had to rely on the 3. You know, a lot of times he just hoists 3s up. He's attacked the basket. He only has 1 3 out of his 20 points.
Well, they're mopping up the floor, still doing some housekeeping. I'm still a little bit bewildered on what that delay was all about.
Yeah, me too.
Back in the third quarter there.
And for the Knights, Anglin has both 3-pointers for them, so he pretty much has bookended the points for Gill St. Bernard.
Both teams coming back on the floor. Just want to mention Salerno Dwayne, Chevrolet, and all their car dealerships being so supportive of the 2019 Metro Classic. There you go. Value driven.
Almost a 5-second violation here.
Okay, to control it outside the arc. Picked up there by Celestine defensively. Let's see if that's a matchup for the rest of this contest. Susi, he can do some damage too offensively. Susi with 10 points, a rather quiet 10 for Susi. Okay, on the drive to the block. Ran out of real estate into the corner. Anglin can't get that one to go. Nice rebound there by Susi, and they keep it to Mulcahy. Mulcahy pulls it back outside the arc. Inside they work it.
And just lost
Out
the
of bounds
ball.
off of Murphy. So we still have 36 seconds remaining here in the third. Did I say it was fourth quarter already? Still have 36 seconds.
Yes. We'll see if they play for the last shot.
Absolutely.
Like they did at the end of the first half.
Cabello into the forecourt.
Looks like they will.
Anglin keeping him at a distance away. Down to the final 15 seconds. You know, they got the stall at 5 seconds, and it sometimes appears as though, you know, it's a little bit of a tease, and you're close enough where the defender can kind of knock it away from you. You're going to get a foul call instead. But when you just kind of dangle a basketball, there's no stall involved with that. I just don't understand it. And, you know, you just dribble it there, 10 seconds, 15 seconds off the clock. What makes sense of that?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, on that one, it looked like he fouled him too soon. If you're going to do it, you got to do it before he goes to the drive.
Mm-hmm.
See, now there's 6 seconds. He can still drive it.
Stevenson Moore. Sabello. Pass goes off the hands of Sadibe and out of bounds. So some crafty coaching by Emergent Sina, who scored 69 once as a pro in Portugal, which is still a country record there. See, he knows. He knew that ball was going to be turned over like that. Now we're on to the fourth quarter, if I'd gotten ahead of myself. 41-38 is your score. And a wonderful crowd on hand. Very impressed with the crowd and impressed with the organization behind the scenes by KEAN University personnel, making everybody feel comfortable. Security guards have done a wonderful job. The concession stand is ready to go for you. Delicious hot dogs and coffee. And
good pretzels, too.
Nice pretzels and peanut M&Ms, all that good stuff. Our crew seems to like the candy behind the scenes here. Never noticed that before, that they're all candy guys. Three-point game.
Yep. Corbello leads the way for Long Island Lutheran with 20, and then 10 points apiece for Will Susi and Denver Anglin.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if they can take Andre Cabello off his game here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it hasn't worked so far.
No, it hasn't.
He had 9 in the second and 7 in the third, so we'll see if I don't know if they're going to, try to double team, force him to get rid of the ball. We'll see how that happens, or see what they do with that.
He's so quick.
Yes. I think for the Knights, Anglin's going to have to hit some outside shots as well, but Mulcahy's going to have to penetrate and dish as well. So he had a good third quarter, 7 points there.
Verde and Roselle Catholic, our nightcap game tonight. If you want to come on out, there's more games tomorrow, a total of 6 more games being played here at KEAN University if you want to watch some fabulous basketball and support some wonderful charities. All the proceeds going to charity. Good look at Paul Mulcahy heading to Rutgers. Averages 18 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists.
So Coach Pickell at Rutgers going to get a good player.
Absolutely.
That's one thing Rutgers has. They have to keep their players in state. They have a tough time doing it both in football and basketball.
Bergstrom tried to feed it inside the key. He stepped out of bounds with it. Zed, 6'8" junior. Might have been saying, pass it to me, pass it to me. I don't want to reach after those things. Anglin into the forecourt. Cabello's going to guard him. Okay, he now will take the pass, and Paul will just pound it into the floor. Comes off the screen of Murphy. They're just virtually double teaming Mulcahy. They do not want to let him get on fire. Miss a shot underneath.
Yeah, he had to alter a shot.
Stevenson Moore credited with a rebound. Cabello down. Underneath, on the reverse, and that's blocked away by Mulcahy and out of bounds.
Yeah, good help defense there. He went under the basket. He would have had an open reverse layup, but Mulcahy swatted it out.
Take another look at that. Got all balled in Mulcahy.
That's good hustle.
Stevenson Moore from the corner on the 3 try, no good. Battle for the basketball, and he had a couple of big fellas arm wrestling there. Murphy going at it with Mustafa. Murphy's going to pick up the foul.
A little surprised by that. I thought Murphy had the position underneath, but I guess he had to go out of his way to get the rebound.
7-11 remaining on the clock here in the fourth. Long Island Lutheran on top, 41-38. Key into the lane, back out, Bergstrom. Stevenson Moore picks up his dribble. Playing a little catch. Cabello to control it. Going to pull it off to a corner. Give himself some space here. Denver Anglin saying, I didn't wake up to do this today. Got to cover this guy who's so quick. Goes out after him now. Off the screen. Try to roll through. Kept it alive with a quick hand when he's going to lose it. And will end up with an assist on the Stevenson Moore three-pointer. You know, when you're good, great things will happen, obviously.
Yeah, fortunate there. The ball rolls right to Stevenson Moore. He's able to hoist it up and put it in.
Watch that again. Looks like it's going to be stolen away. Okay, he just couldn't grasp it. And a pretty shot by Stevenson Moore.
Yeah,
like
straight
he was
on.
waiting for that.
Yeah. I mean, he was set right once the ball came in. He was right set and was able to just put it up and put it in.
So now a 6-point lead for Long Island Lutheran. You know, they're looking for their 19th win of the season against just 2 losses. Of course, Gill St. Bernard also looking for their 19th win of the year.
Yeah, 2 losses out of state for Long Island Lutheran. Charlotte Christian, and the other loss was Vashon of St. Louis.
Just saw our Facebook comment looking for folks to, vote for their own MVP. And I know I'm going to put you on the spot to name one for each side at game's end. Maybe to get some help from some of our viewers out there. On the drive, count the bucket and a foul. Beautiful play by Will Susi. We mentioned he'll come at you quietly, but he'll get it done for you. And that is a big, big offensive bucket. And he'll try to make it a 3-point play. Will Susi.
Yeah, nice fake there, and he's done a great job tonight attacking the basket and finishing as well.
Mustafa now has 4 fouls. That will bring Sabidi back into the lineup. My brain just froze on me there for a second. Made the foul shot. 3-point game at 44-41.
13 for him now.
Cabello brings it off right. Guarded by Anglin. Takes him inside and will get a foul. That's the only way to slow that young man down.
Yes. Got bumped on the way to the basket.
Yep. Anglin's going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd, so he's now in a bit of foul trouble.
That'll happen when you have to guard Cabello.
We had to hurry that pass in. Tyler Stevenson Moore. Cabello to control it again.
Yeah, let's see if he attacks Anglin because he has the 3rd foul.
Lofts a pass, left corner. Good look for 3 by Stevenson Moore. He missed it, and they're going to get a foul.
Over the back.
Sidibe is going to pick up that foul. Euro's only collected 2 fouls now, so he's not in much foul trouble at all at this point in the game with 5:52 left. Big possession, you might think, for the Knights, down by 3 at 44-41. And they're going to call a timeout. They realize that. No shot clock in high school basketball here in New Jersey. No shot clock in the state of Connecticut also. And I really think I wish they would institute that. I just think it changes the game dramatically.
Yeah, I do too. Not too many teams, I notice, well, especially in this tournament, take 30 seconds to shoot the ball, but there are obviously schools around the state that like to slow it down and just stall it. So I have no issue with the 30 or even like a 35-second shot clock either way. Yeah, I noticed, when we did games in New York City, they had the 30-second shot clock.
Folks, you can watch this game not only on the NFHS network, but also on Facebook Watch tab as part of our NFHS Network Hoops season-long coverage, which continues with one more game tonight. And we have some more basketball covering your way during the week from the beautiful city of Glen Falls, New York. Joe Girard watch continues. A lot of folks curious to see what type of career he'll have at Syracuse as he stays in state to play his collegiate basketball. Outstanding football player, too, by the way. Oh, Murphy took a beautiful feed from He scores. And he can make it a three-point play and tie things up here. Well designed coming out of the timeout. And kudos to Morgan Cena. We'll take a look at that again.
Yeah, nice drive, and he just dished it off, and able to finish was Murphy.
Murphy was poised and ready for that pass, and he put it up quickly, and he drains the foul shot to tie it at 44. So if you're wearing a hat, hold on to it.
Yeah, and Corbello picked up his third foul on that.
Cabello picked up by Anglin. Anglin also playing with 3 fouls. Anglin had to fight through a screen to try to catch back up and was able to find Cabello. Beautiful move. Coming out of the corner, gracefully done by Stevenson Moore. He giveth the ball, take it away, then put it in the hoop.
Nice drive to the hoop. Get the high percentage shot.
Back to a 2-point lead for Long Island Lutheran.
Good speed.
Okay, he can't get it to drop. Ball to the floor. No traveling call. Sidibe was knocked down hard. They're not going to call anything on that, although he skidded with the basketball, but the possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Knights, so they get it anyhow.
So that's a big possession now for the Knights. They do get it back.
That was a hard fall. You could hear that all the way up here.
Yes.
He can start playing the backcourt with a pass such as that, and now into the forecourt comes Paul Mulcahy. Mulcahy can give his team a lead. It's been a long time since Gill St. Bernard had a lead, and there's a foul as Martini could not finish as he was fouled, but he'll go to the line and try to give his squad an opportunity to tie things back up here. Zach Martini.
Yeah, he was hoping to get the three-point play on that. He was pretty close.
Foul shot up. No good. Susi with 13 offensively. He's been sparking the attack here for Gill St. Bernard. And 2 misses by Martini. That hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt. That's critical. Every point's going to matter down the stretch here.
Cabello's going to pull it back out. Mulcahy's going to watch him. That's interesting. Get a little more height and length on his opponent. Inside for Key, and yeah, that's a good call by the official. He was hooked, was Key by Connor Murphy.
Should be a 1-and-1 now.
Looking how many fouls on Murphy as they flash up on the scoreboard, his second. That's amazing. He only has 2 fouls for the physical play he displays at both ends of the court. Does a nice job keeping himself out of foul trouble. Front end of the 1-and-1 missed by Key. Ball kept alive by Celestine. Ripped out of his hands by Mulcahy, and he was tripped up to the floor.
Looks like we'll have a 1-and-1 the other way now.
You can tell Mulcahy's teammates really love him. When he fell to the floor, about 3 of them came running over to make sure he was good and okay, and wanted to help him up and gave him a little tap. Both teams shooting in the bonus, as you mentioned, and good chance here for Gill St. Bernard to knot things up. No stranger to taking on nationally ranked teams They beat that Randy team, what, about a week and a half ago or so? And
yes, 62-60.
Randy got spanked last night, however, didn't they?
Yes, Montverde. They are so good, it's unbelievable.
We'll see Montverde at the conclusion of this one when they take on Roselle Catholic in our nightcap.
So those are points that are made that definitely the Knights wanted there. And you got to, when you're behind and you're getting late in the game, you got to get every point you can get.
Absolutely. Scored 2 without any time coming off the clock. So we're knotted up at 46. Zabidi played it off. Corbello out top of the key.
Screen set.
Yep. Picks up his dribble. Zabidi trying to drive inside. And he got tied up. And good defense displayed. Zabidi trying to make that strong move inside, but the ball will remain in the possession of the Crusaders here.
Alternate possession, so Long Island Lutheran will get it.
Key, strong move, missed the shot. Okay, he will clean it off the boards. Defensive rebound and down the floor. Gill St. Bernard can take the lead here. Gritty performance put together here by both these teams tonight. Okay, he got it to go. What a beautiful move. Let a replay describe that. A picture is better than words.
Wow, what a scoop that was. He did a little pivot and then scoop.
48, 46, they're on top. They triple teamed Corbello there for a moment. Celestine left wide open for 3 because of that defensive strategy, and he made him pay in the lead. Ping pong's back in favor of Long Island Lutheran. Let's take a look again.
Yeah, nice stop. Then he does the pivot, and he does the old right-handed scoop off the glass. That was a beautiful basket.
That's a good look at Zach Martini having a sip of Gatorade or water or something like that. I'm sure he's not drinking a martini on the sideline.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hold the olives, please.
Yes.
3:19 remaining. 49-48 the score.
So the timeout situation for both teams. Gill St. Bernard's is down to 1 timeout. That's it. And for Long Island Lutheran, they have 3. So they'll have the advantage down the stretch on how to control the clock.
Both squads coming back onto the floor for the final 3:19. And boy, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been, especially that started that third, fourth quarter, you know, the Knights have come in and cut it, now down to 1. So they were down 6 at the half, and they played a very good second half so far.
All right, here they come. Final 3:19. Basketball in the possession of the Knights.
And Corbello's been held scoreless in this fourth quarter. That's also helped Gill St. Bernard.
Hugely. Mulcahy up to 13 points. We got 13 for Susie. Mulcahy pass deflected off some hands. Celestine was able to deflect it. Key took it. Celestine, who had that key 3, trying to go coast to coast. Off the window, no good. Ball volleyed along. Celestine comes out of the pile with it. Little 10-footer buried along the baseline by Corbello. Pretty move. Little step back.
Yes, gets his first points of the fourth quarter and puts them up 3 with 2:40 to go. We're getting near crunch time.
51-48 your tally. Martini for 3, straight on. Got it! Big fella. Ties it at 51.
Well, if you're left open, the easiest shot to make on a three-pointer is a straight-on shot, and he got it.
So you say. Corbello back down the floor. He'll be deliberate here to try to put you to sleep, then whiz on by if he can.
Anglin's on him.
You got Key out top of the key. We'll see if they try to come off that screen there. Corbello just bouncing the basketball.
Well, it's kind of hard to get the last possession here with 2 minutes to go, especially with no pressure. You might just hold it there.
Absolutely.
There's no 5-second count if you're not closely guarded.
You should be. It should be when you're away like this. Go confront it.
So, I mean, Anglin can come in and closely guard him and force the Crusaders to do something here.
Yeah.
But they're not.
No.
So if they're not going to guard him, you might as well just sit there and play, play for the last shot.
See, I actually put it on the offensive guy. I think he should attack, not that the defense comes out.
Of course, the crowd not very happy with this.
No, nobody's happy with him just bouncing the basketball like that. But and here's another reason why you need a shot clock.
Yeah, yep. Now here we go.
Cabello into the lane, got trapped, lost it out of bounds, and it's back into the hands of Gill St. Bernard. They're going to keep it with Long Island Lutheran.
They called Long Island Lutheran possession.
Everybody pleading their case.
Yes.
It will remain with the Crusaders. Under a minute left. Celestine launches a three. You have all that delayed time that you just shoot a three, and now you get a jump ball in favor of the Knights. Key was looking for the foul, and he didn't get it.
Now the key is, do the Knights now play for the last possession? Now a timeout. We'll see who calls it. Lutheran calls timeout.
55 seconds left, tied at 51.
Yeah, so now it's going to come down to whether Coach Cena is going to say to his team, play for the last shot, unless Long Island Lutheran's going to go after him and play tight defense. Then they won't have a choice and might not have, and they can't.
See that missed three? This is perhaps one of the biggest plays of the game right there.
Boy, Susie got in there. He's the one who got in there for the jump ball.
You see Susie flexing muscle after that. I like that. Good look at that Gill St. Bernard's bench. The Knights trying to pull an upset here on 18th ranked Long Island Lutheran. I think Long Island Lutheran won their first 14 games of the year, something like that, before they were spilled. You have their record there, right? Yeah, can you count that high? That's the question,
8.
Dino.
They won the first 8.
8? It was 8?
Yes. Yes, I can. I can count.
You are a good counter.
All right, so let's see how they played us now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
okay.
All right. Now the defense coming up. That forces Mulcahy to pass it now.
Absolutely. Trying to trap him perhaps too. Trying to use that sideline and mid-court line as a defensive friend. Anglin.
Yep.
Down to 24 seconds left. And we're going to get a timeout call by Gill St. Bernard. So the Knights call yet another timeout with 22 seconds left. Chess match right now.
And that's the last timeout, so they have to inbound the ball here, so they have no choice. Otherwise, they'll lose possession on a 5-second count. So that's the first order of business, is they have to get that ball inbounded. And the second thing they have to worry about, who's going to take the last shot. Is it going to be Mulcahy? How about Anglin? He's hit 2 3-pointers tonight. I don't know. Or you can put Susie driving to the basket. He's done a great job getting to the basket tonight.
Be interesting to see if perhaps the big fella Murphy gets a chance. Or
Yes.
Martini underneath.
Yeah, you're talking about, a whole bunch of different scorers. You don't know who's going to get the ball, so.
So I guess they have some options.
Yes, they do.
Everybody's contributed.
And also, I think the big key is, what's the matchup? What's the weakest matchup that they can spot and go after?
Well, both teams coming back onto the floor. Will Susie, Zach Martini, Connor Murphy, Denver Anglin, and Paul Mulcahy on the floor for Gill St. Bernard. That's the starting unit. You got Key out on the floor. That's a big body with a big fella underneath also, Mustafa. And they'll play it into the backcourt and into the hands of Mulcahy. Picked up by Celestine. Mulcahy just waiting. Has a good eye on that clock. Got a clock ticking in the head also. Celestine trying to make himself wide. 7 seconds off the screen. And Mulcahy fell down, ball stripped away. Still free, the layup, it's good at the horn by Andre Crivello. Unbelievable. Tremendous speed. And what a finish.
Wow. Mulcahy lost the ball. Crivello is racing against the clock, and he beat the clock.
Wow.
And Mulcahy slipped. Lost possession of the ball on the turnover. Crivello was there to steal it and laid in right at the buzzer.
What a terrific performance put together by Andre Crivello here tonight. You know, some of the folks are a little angry. Well, we'll talk about that afterwards. But look at this. Tremendous job of keeping that dribble alive and the concentration to score as the scoreboard was lighting up simultaneously with the horn. What a finish. You know, the crowd was a little bit angry that he was in that stall for almost a minute, but it wasn't his fault. That was a coach's decision on the sideline. And what an electrifying finish. So if you put folks to sleep, the alarm clock went off at the horn. What a bucket for the victory here.
Wow, what a finish to this game. And Murphy, I don't know if he was thinking, is he going to foul him or he's going to force Crivello to make the shot. He forced him to make the shot, and he did.
All right, we're going to bid adieu from KEAN University and get settled in for our back-end game. Mount Verde taking on Roselle Catholic. Should be another great one. Can we leave with that beautiful bucket to win it all? Let the pitcher say 1,000 words. Goodbye, everybody.